All right. I'm interested. You got me. When dumb TikTokers mess with Mexican cartels. I mean, that's just I need to know what the hell this is about. Dude, I'm getting stuffed up, which sucked because I have to do a movie reaction right after this. Damn. Actually, I need to do a reaction for Dan to Dan and then, or Don to Don, whatever. And then a Transformers 1 reaction. Anyway, I was even considering doing Wild Robot as well. Anyway, this is from SunnyV2, of course, when dumb TikTok, I already said it, but when dumb TikTokers mess with Mexican cartels, great title. I didn't even know that's a thing. I mean, I guess I should just assume that. I don't watch TikTok. I'm on TikTok. You should follow me if you want. I don't know. It's just the same crap I post up on here. I don't make exclusive stuff there, but if you want, go ahead. You can find it. GorTheMovieGod. I don't need to link anything. Yeah. Besides, I don't watch anything on TikTok. I think I've watched maybe 3 videos on TikTok since I've started my TikTok account back in like August. So, and it was just because I was on the For You page. It wasn't because I was actually watching. I was just like, oh, here, all right, I'll watch the rest of this video. That was pretty much it. It was just like, I click on For You for whatever reason, and I'm like, I'll watch this video. All right, cool, and then I move on with my life. Anyway, let's get to it. Link in the description. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, play.
These social media morons publicly insulted Mexican cartel.
Oh, is this going to end tragically for all of them? I assume so, if you fuck with the cartel.
With El Pirata setting the scene for why this is a dumb idea. Born April 2000 in the state of Sinaloa, the pirate was from one of Mexico's most dangerous states.
He's dead.
Both his mother and father left him at birth, leading to a difficult life full of alcohol addiction, although ironically this made him a social media superstar. El Pirata had his friend film him drinking from a bottle, pairing it with the aftermath of when it all kicked in. It uploaded to his YouTube under El Della Red Label, but didn't expect a viewership of over 300,000.
That fucking like and dislike ratio is a little weird.
Well,
for like over that, you know what I mean? Does that make sense? Like only 544, like that's what altogether, like a little over 650 likes and dislikes for a 350,000 viewed video.
His excesses were pleasing to the internet. He knew what his shortcut.
Have we heard of this guy before? Why am I getting like deja vu all of a sudden?
Popularity was turning his drunkenness into a profession. He'd start posting video after video of his...
What? I feel like I'm getting massive deja vu now for this guy.
His drinking escapades, always pouring the beverage about an inch above his mouth, in the exact same way as his first viral video. This in combination with his small, strange appearance.
So how the fuck is this going to go to the cartel?
Made El Pirata so extremely memorable, people began to dedicate public statues to him. He'd therefore expand his social media to include cars.
I mean, I'm like going, but you know, we have that Hawk Tuah girl, so who I'm sure will have a statue based on her spitting on a dick.
Which grew his Facebook following to over...
Which, no shit to her.
1 million, and his Instagram to 300,000. Suddenly, he was being paid over $1,000 just to show up at a club for a night, although this would always come with one specific problem. Every time El Pirata drank, he'd become extremely vocal and borderline aggressive, to the extent that
borderline aggressive? If you start pushing me, that's not borderline.
On more than one occasion. In a 7.6 million view video, translating to The Pirate Responds to Comments, he spends over 3 minutes simply yelling at his audience, giving the impression that he thought himself invincible. This would be curbed to some extent when he'd hire a social media manager named Beto Sierra, who encouraged El Pirata to give up the drinking to increase the longevity of his life and career. Spanish YouTuber Pepe Garza also confronted El Pirata about his drinking, questioning, haven't you started to think that if you drink a lot of alcohol, at one point it can poison you? The human body isn't made for that. To which El Pirata responded immaturely, people always tell me, my friend, how can you handle so much? I just laugh and tell them, well, I don't know. I don't know how I handle so much. To which Pepe again responds, well, I don't like it very much. This is going to get out of control. When he's then asked,
I mean, I was expecting it to be way more immature, that response.
Do you see yourself in 3 years' time?
It's like, because I'm a fucking machine. I I thought he was gonna say or something.
Pirata admits that he wants to
I
get
guess that's
sober
kind of what he said.
and instead would like to have a career in music and leave behind this stage characterized by his drunkenness. I want to learn to sing now. That will be my motto.
I'm assuming there's some guy in a club who was part of the cartel and he started having a fight with him. I'm assuming that's exactly where it's going.
I want to be on
that deja vu is completely gone now because I don't remember any of this. But for some reason, maybe I heard of this guy. Maybe I don't know.
Stage, but singing and putting on a show. Taking steps to make this happen, he'd appear in music videos, which only further added to his image as a drinker, especially with a band member stating, "There are a lot of people who criticize him, but the truth is that's why El Pirata got started." But it would also
now, if it's a character anyway, like why didn't you like fill the cans up with not beer if you really want to quit, you know what I mean? Like if you want to slowly get out of it, then I don't know, you could
so become the way that El Pirata ended after yet another
so he did die. We're not fucking around.
Heavy drinking session. El Pirata was filmed insulting Mexican cartels, specifically with the phrase "El Mencho sucked my wiener." El Mencho's the head of the CJNG, aka Mexico's second most powerful cartel. His capture offers a bounty of $10 million, as he's considered one of Mexico's most dangerous people. Therefore, El Pirata's call-out was not a smart thing to say about a man who'll execute your whole family based on not much more than a rumor. He just has zero regard for human life. But what about free speech? It doesn't exist to the cartels, which have been linked to the murder of at least 12 journalists this past year.
Holy shit.
El Pirata seemed to think very little of his call-out, as on the 18th of December 2017, he went about his day as if it were any other. As the evening drew closer, El Pirata met with Hot Spanish Vlogs and Ben El Gringo, preparing for what was supposed to be another fun night on the town. In fact, El Pirata was having such a good time, he'd post the
dude, this is what the
location of where he was headed.
That's some Darwin shit right there. Darwin Awards right there.
Telling his fans to meet him at the bar. However, instead, he'd be met by 4 men driving in a black truck who assassinated El Pirata only a minute after getting to the bar. The attack was clearly specifically targeted because, as explained by Hot Spanish Vlogs, it's clear they didn't want to hurt me, my friend, or any of the girls, because if they wanted to, they could have done so easily. His funeral was held in the days that followed, with El Pirata's social media manager writing, "We talk so many times about quitting alcohol and living life too fast, but you never listened. And I don't judge, only you knew what you were doing. Those who knew you were a good person. God have you in his glory. Those responsible for his
Jesus Christ.
death have never been apprehended, but the CJNG only seems more obvious after exploring the fate of
Wow, that was almost half the video right there was that one.
TikToker El Chanito.
Well, we have 5 of them, right? So we have to get through these 4 pretty quick.
El Pirata and El Chanito lived in the same city, both having become famous for their goofy vertical videos. El Chanito therefore felt hurt by El Pirata's death, and just 17 days after, would call out the cartel as well.
Yeah.
The
31-second
video, El Chanito states, "I don't give a crap about El Mencho," then proceeds to call him stupid and threatens to drive to his city to find him. In case this wasn't dumb enough, El Chanito then
say where he lived?
Announces where he lived.
Come on, bro.
But it would only be after the call-out went viral that El Chanito realized he'd made a huge mistake. The following morning, with a blistering hangover, El Chanito apologized. "Excuse me, El Mencho, I was very drunk and wasn't in my senses. I am sorry. My respect to the old man," subsequently disappearing to keep a low profile. Rumors began to circulate that El Chanito had been executed by hired assassins, but this would be disproven by Margarito Music. He'd find El Chanito in his hometown, who instead of dying had rather gotten married, and also had a baby on the way. He now uses his TikTok to document
alright, so he's alive.
His life, clearly surviving his cartel call-out.
Alright, cool. Alright,
I think the apology video saved this
probably.
guy's life. Illuminati 6, however, wasn't quite so
that guy said something stupid? No way.
So lucky. He gained a following by doing dares on TikTok Live, one of which being, "I dare you to challenge El Mencho."
Yo, you gotta stop talking about Mencho, bro.
Illuminati 6 had zero hesitation.
Shit, I'm not even gonna say anything about him in this fucking video.
Listen,
I live very far
you
away.
son of a bitch.
I saw Sicario. I ain't fucking around.
And show you can suck my wiener 100%. I don't sleep like El
100%? Not even 90%?
Or
100% of the wiener you can suck.
El Chanito. I'm immortal, untouchable. I made a pact with the devil. I came to give you fire.
Oh, you're about to meet him in a minute.
I'm not scared to say this. I'll say it without the camera. Mencho can suck my balls.
I thought it was a wiener.
The
I guess
comments
both
rolled
of them.
in instantly. This
is already dead.
man is already dead, just because they haven't warned him. This little boy has his days numbered.
Yeah.
Not even the devil is going to save him. Illuminati 6 quickly realized his mistake and uploaded a second video begging for forgiveness. I'm sorry for what I said. I was not well. I was
Hey, first thing you should do is shave that hair.
wrong. That day I woke up stupid. I didn't look at the
run.
consequences. I did that for followers. I apologize. We all make mistakes. Mencho, don't kill me. I have a family just like you. But this only added more exposure to his original cartel call-out. People began to joke, play the video of how they kill him. It would be great to see, but I don't think anybody expected that this would actually happen. It has since been theorized that the person in the video is someone else completely, but there's absolutely no confusion in the case of
Oh, okay. Oh, no, it happened here.
Fofo Marquez. He's best described as the Mexican Dan Bilzerian, although without so many women. His
okay.
TikTok is dedicated to bragging about money.
That's the same guy?
Showing his private jets and driving luxury cars. But Fofo also hides the fact...
That's him too on the left?
That he's
Dude, why is he has like 4 different faces?
from a
Am I losing it?
wealthy family. In case being
they got
a
a
nepo
face blindness,
baby
bro.
isn't already unlikable enough, he refers to himself as millionaire boy, making what would happen next all the more satisfying. Fofo planned on doing a prank that would anger his
Why would you say that?
whole city.
Why would you say it's satisfying?
3 luxury cars onto
It's satisfying that he got murdered.
on Main
What?
Bridge before parking in the middle of the road to block all lanes of traffic. As he and his friends get out of the cars, Fofo proceeds to state, "We have closed it for ourselves. This is what I want to demonstrate, what money and power can do. We've been here for several minutes. Let's do some..."
And one of the people was a cartel member.
TikTok dances. Look, 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 this right here is power. I am the king of Mexico. Fofo put it on his TikTok expecting a positive response, and while it gained 10 million views in under 24 hours, its virality
It's because he's saying he's the king of Mexico.
it was due to all the wrong reasons. That's
why he got killed.
Fofo, you are an example for me. It is an inspiration to study and never be like you, but his terrible prank reached further than social media.
Well, what's the prank too? We park cars in front of other cars. Wow, what a prank! I guess the cartel's about to prank him in a minute.
Mayor Pablo Limas threatened to bring charges against him for blocking traffic and endangering drivers on the road. After the rebuke, Marquez went back to social media to publicly apologize. It stated in his apology, "My comments about money and power were perhaps stupid, and I'll happily pay whatever fine I'm given." But the mayor responded to the apology by saying Marquez would have to complete community service, cleaning up below the very bridge he
You would
shut
have to be
down,
executed by
which
the
Fofo
cartel.
Marquez was more than happy to do until the CJNG got involved. The cartel unexpectedly issued a public statement. As many know or are just learning about, the influencer or scum named Rodolfo Marquez, who dared to close traffic, is an act we do not tolerate. We're the ones in charge of Jalisco and all of Mexico. And to you, Fofo, we tell you to be careful, because we will not let you come thinking you can do whatever you want. Here in Jalisco, Mr. Mencho is in charge. If we see you again, we'll kidnap you, and not even the money you have will help you. Sincerely, CJNG. 6 days later, YouTuber Dom Guerrero met up with Fofo, who was hiding out in his parents' mansion and being protected by 30 security guards. Throughout the interview, Fofo states, "Rich people are the most intelligent people, only making him even more hated."
Why would the fuck would you say that? Dude, I'd be like, I'm stupid as shit, I'm dumb. I just act like I have brain damage at that
Rich
point.
people are the smartest people, said by a kid who inherited more than half of what he has. years. Despite Fofo's extreme arrogance, the CJ&G never wound up hurting him. However, just 6 months ago, he brutally beat a woman during a traffic conflict in the parking lot of a shopping center. As a result, he's currently in prison, but that's still a better outcome.
What? All right, did he make it sound like he was about to... he was about to say, like, that wasn't the case for, like, I thought he was about to...
What happened to Pamela Montenegro?
Oh, no.
She played a character on YouTube named Nana Palucas.
I think I remember this one. I'm pretty sure I remember this one. Yeah, I've heard this one. Did I watch a SunnyV2 video that was, like, about, like, TikTokers who were killed or something like that? I must have.
Initially posting innocent videos.
Yeah, I remember this. I remember this one for sure. Yeah, she plays and she made fun of the cartel or something. And
she'd interview random shoppers. However, her content slowly made a political shift, interviewing government officials about the
That's my Don alarm.
Problems created by Mexico's cartels. Yeah, well, Pamela also owned.
Maybe I don't remember it that much, but I remember this person.
A restaurant named A Todos Los Santos, around which the cartel began hanging banners accusing Pamela of colluding with the government. Incredibly, even after this, she continued making her videos and working at the restaurant, although, as you might expect, it didn't end well. During one of her shifts in the evening, 2 men walked in and each ordered a beer, before shooting Pamela point blank and fleeing the scene immediately. When security officers arrived at the scene after 7 p.m., the 36-year-old woman had already died. A member of the Acapulco cartel...
So that one was not... I don't know. I don't know about... Would that one be considered dumb? I guess... I don't know. I guess
was tried for her murder, but was dismissed on the grounds of insufficient evidence, ironically acting as an example of the political corruption she often discussed. Yeah. In Mexico, you can't even make fun of politics without being murdered now. She was really funny. This is horrible.
Right, yeah. I don't know if I'd call her dumb, though. All the other ones, yes. In some form, yeah. That one, I don't know. Alright, well, there you go. Whew! That was a lot. I was enthralled in that one, that's for sure. Well, there you go. That's when dumb TikTokers mess with Mexican cartels. You just don't ever mess with cartels. Just don't do it. If you're like an action hero, then okay, maybe. Those make fun movies, but just don't do it otherwise. Anyway, that's it. Bye.